All right, it is a Thursday morning, so that means we're going to talk Cleveland Guardians baseball. And Bobby DiBiasio with us this morning. And so excited to be able to come off a win against those stinking Cincinnati Reds, right, Bob?
Absolutely. We've held on to that cherished Ohio Cup for a long time, and we've had to relinquish it. But when you're facing a 5-hour flight to the West Coast, it's nice to do so after a victory, especially one in which most everybody got involved in the offense, and we had some basically an easy win, which we haven't had enough of, and so yeah, it makes that 5-hour flight pretty fun.
Yeah, so usually if somebody was expecting to hear Rosie today, Jim Rosenhaus, obviously he's heading out to the West Coast. So you were kind enough to say, sure, I'll step in, right?
Yeah, they flew out after the game, so it would be an early morning in Seattle. So Rosie asked if I'd pinch hit for him. So unfortunately, he'll have to deal with me for 3 straight weeks.
That's all right.
Because he'll be in San Francisco. So this road trip takes us to Seattle, San Francisco, and Sacramento to play the Athletics. And so a 3-city road trip. Then we come home to the Toronto Blue Jays and St. Louis Cardinals at the end of the month. And next thing you know, we'll be talking All-Star break. And it's pretty wild. Here we are.
And 4th of July, yeah, all that.
Yeah, 4th, and thank you for bringing that up. But circle your calendar. July 4th, a Friday, July 4, 5, 6 is going to be a big weekend. We play the Tigers, first time at home. Leading our division, has the best record in Major League Baseball, and that'll be a big series for us. So July 4, 5, 6, again, circle that on your calendar. CleGuardians.com is the place to go for tickets.
Well, I know that everybody's thinking about All-Stars, and so what players are we looking at possibly? I haven't had a chance to take a peek.
Yeah, well, for sure, Jose Ramirez.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets voted on as third baseman and gets to start the game in the popular vote. You would hope Stephen Kwan, still one of the top hitters in the game statistically right now, despite the fact that he's struggled just a teeny bit of late. He had for some reason had a tough time against the Reds. I think he was 1 for 18 and as they threw a whole bunch of left-handed starting pitching at him. And I would think Emmanuel Clase, he's amongst the leaders in saves once again. He's back to being who he was the last few years. And so I think those are our 3 top opportunities we shall see.
So how was it having Terry Francona back in town?
Yeah, it was fun being able to walk down. Actually, unfortunately, went to the wrong door. Had to go to the visiting clubhouse door to go visit him. But to be able to walk in the office and see Tito and have a chance to just sit and shoot the bull and have some fun, catch up. So other than the fact that they beat our butt this year, it's always fun to be in Tito's company.
Yeah, he seemed impressed by, the improvements at the ballpark and everything. He was talking about, I heard him talking about that.
Yeah, I don't think because of just the awkwardness of it all that he had a chance to walk through our clubhouse, which incredible renovation to our clubhouse. And then, but the fact that he knew what the visitors clubhouse looked like, having been in it, throughout his 11 years with us, and the renovations in that one, and just truly amazed by, what we've been able to do to take care of the players, the big league players at our facility. But he looks good. He feels good. And we now wish him all the best as he moves forward away from us.
And, as we approach like the halfway mark, I mean, what kinds of things are you looking at for the second half? What's going to have to happen to keep us in the running?
Well, I think first and foremost, getting back to being more consistent hitting with runners in scoring position. That's something that we were really good at last year with a perfect bullpen. Everybody knew that we weren't going to be a perfect bullpen again. That just doesn't happen. But we are a pretty darn good bullpen. But we haven't been consistent hitting with runners in scoring position. So that to me can really get us rolling. We've been a team that had stretch early in the year where we won 12 out of 16. Then we got into this late stretch where we only won 5 out of 15 until yesterday afternoon's victory. So we're a team that's capable of whipping off a whole lot of wins in a certain period of time. And I think that's the one area. And I like the fact, Pam, that Stephen Vogt for the very first time just challenged the players.
Yeah.
Because we weren't playing as crisp a brand of baseball that we're noted for. And he called them out. And I really like that. Really never had to do that last year. So we didn't know how he was in those settings, especially when, go 5 and 10 during a stretch, and you don't look good doing it. But he stood up and as a skipper and a leader would do and challenged our guys. And it'll be interesting. Seattle's a team that's struggling just a teeny bit. The Athletics as well. San Francisco on this road trip, it's won 7 in a row, I believe, and is only a half game out of first place to the Dodgers. So they're playing pretty well and have all year. So another interesting road trip, and it just never gets easy in this game.
Late night baseball for everyone. So
yes.
Back here, but they'll be listening. We know. And then get ready for that big series coming up the 4th of July.
Absolutely.
All right, sir. We'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, look forward to it. Go Guardians.
You, go Guardians.
Now, Money News at 25 and 55.
Weekdays on Canton's Morning News.
I'm Charles Payne, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Wall Street will be reacting today to the producer price index for last month. Prices